I thank you so very much for tuning in on this Sunday evening, as I know many of you have other things you would rather be doing here than watch the crypto market, or some of you are having family time. So I do greatly appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to take a look at my content. What we have going on this evening is, I think, is fascinating. As I talked about yesterday, I even put it in the title about a move that was coming, and I don't think many people were suspecting Bitcoin to be up 3% here this Sunday evening. But we talked exclusively about the fact that a lot of these were back testing, and the shorts had to be very careful unless it made that another push to like 58K to double bottom. But it didn't have to. And where we're at right now, Bitcoin, it back tested the pennant flag breakout. It also had a beautiful recovery so far. We'll get into that a little bit more here, but I think there's a major talking point here that is being completely ignored. And I'm going to do something during this live, and I'm going to be getting back into something that I promised to do back in the live. And it's going to be in excess of about $4,000 this position. And I'm going to do it here on the live this evening. And it's going to have to do with the XRP Bitcoin pairing. I told everybody when I sold out around the 800 sat level exactly where I was looking to buy back in. And I was not bullshitting the audience. I am dead serious about buying back in at this position. And now I'm fortunate on this Sunday evening that it's in the spot where I was hoping to get that opportunity. So it's not like it's been a major setback from where I sold it, but it's about 7.2% off right now on this retracement. But the reason why I wanted to buy it back here is because it's a significant back test. And this also, to me, proves that XRP is very much ready for a surge against Bitcoin. So are we caught off guard here by the rally in the market? Absolutely not. In fact, we took a little criticism yesterday, or at least in the comments I did, about suggesting that the market isn't what it appears to be. Now, one of the reasons why we talked about it, JW, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Howdy, Tom. Got my seat way in the back. That's how we like it here. UK Phil and Mark Casson, welcome in, and thank you both for being in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XRP Meteor. And the reason why I thought XRP could have a little bit of a rally here, even if it gets rejected, is the fact that we have the escrow dump. We have Ripple dumping 1 billion XRP from escrow tomorrow, July 1st. Usually it's around 12 UTC or 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I should say. But usually the price does increase, and then you'll just see it come back to the break-even point once it gets dumped, and then yada, yada, yada. Nick Morales, welcome in. Tom R., John Hall, We the Bank, Messi, and Cleo, thank you all so much for tuning in. Moza here, good evening, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XRP Predictor. So I am very blessed this evening to be with my friends here. I like the names that I'm seeing in the audience already, as it's a lot of the very ones who mean a lot to me are already in the audience. Messi, welcome. Pump it, yes sir. Cleo, good evening. CJ2 Pilot, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XRP Predictor. And if you're looking to buy the XRP Bitcoin pairing, look in the video description below. I've got HOTCOIN. That's where I'm trading the XRP Bitcoin pairing, and I will show you exactly how to buy into the XRP Bitcoin pairing. As you know, I made a purchase, I don't know, a couple $100 to show. I never sold that purchase because my plan, I knew where I was buying it, and we were very close to getting back to those levels. So look in the video description below if you're looking to buy the XRP Bitcoin pairing, as I think it's a tremendous opportunity. And again, it's back testing right now, and we're going to go into this hot and heavy this evening. And this is one of the more excited lives I'm going to be doing, or the more excitement that I felt for doing a live in quite some time. Just because it kind of felt like I was just waiting. It kind of was in limbo as we were having this back test, and now we've gone well beyond it. So I'm actually rather excited about this live. I really am. I really am. So there's the HOTCOIN. I'll just share it in the video description or the pinned comments, just because it has to do with the XRP Bitcoin pairing. And it's probably the #1 question I get asked, is how to trade that in the USA. So that's how you can do it. The top links for the USA, the bottom links for overseas. And you don't need a VPN worldwide. And it has XRP. HOTCOIN has IOTA. It has IOTA X. So it's got a lot of the major ones that we've had trouble having in the USA. So take advantage of that. And it's going to be a compelling case of why the XRP Bitcoin pairing needs serious consideration, and why we seriously need to consider the fact that something major could be happening here in the months going forward in the short term that could help us align why the XRP Bitcoin pairing now is showing such volatility to the upside and possibility here. So I think the opportunity is about to be as good as it's going to be here on this back test. So I'm going to do this on the live. So make sure to hit that like button so that YouTube will recommend this live. I would greatly appreciate if you could hit that like button. As in crypto, I always tell you, when everybody becomes bearish, you should become so bullish it should make your head blow up. Make your eyes pop out. Because when everybody runs the opposite way, when everybody's running for the exit, you should be asking yourself, why are so many people so afraid? And if the masses are leaving, this just might be the time for me to take some serious considerations. So I'm happy to see Bitcoin up 3%. I'm happy to see XRP pushing up a little bit. I'm not happy that the escrow dump is tomorrow, so don't forget that. I'm happy to see DGB came up a little bit today, as we talked specifically. That was one of the ones we talked about yesterday. So I'm just happy to see what's going on here. So make sure to hit that like button. I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Oh, one more thing. If we have time, we're going to go into this. So this is the CBDC, the digital evolution of money. I didn't even hint at this in the title because I want anybody who comes in to get information who wants to learn. So you'll get this advantage. So I want to talk about, we'll go into this a little bit towards the end, but it talks about how many countries, and this is going back to 2023, end of the year, but it talks about, it gives an explanation in here about how CBDCs are tokenized bank monies and the sovereign equivalent of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, and it breaks it down here as to what the use case, security, processing, distribution, issuances, and all the juicy stuff. So we'll take a look at this because I think a lot of people get a little, they get a lot of misinformation, but they just don't understand this. So we will definitely take a look at that. So I'll make sure to hit that like button, and I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. This is going to be a jam-packed live. You're not going to want to miss any of this. Good evening, 6:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, June 30th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I do thank everybody for being in here this evening. I think it's a beautiful time to be together during a trying time in crypto, but be that as it may, I think that this is a beautiful time for us to gather. As we look at opportunity, as we talked about yesterday, and we'll start with XRP, and then we quickly have to get in the XRP Bitcoin pairing because there's something that I'm itching to do. So remember yesterday, we talked about how, yes, this might have been below this short-term pattern, right? But we also talked about, if you look at it from a slightly different angle, how we were actually backtesting a even narrower short-term consolidation, and this backtest holding this should push us back up. First layer, that rejection point could be at about 48.1 cents. And how do we get that number? Well, I'm glad you asked. We get it right here on the failed hold the support here. Now we'd have to break past resistance at 481, or it's a moot point and we get rejected. So our first rejection area could be at a pivot layer at 481. So that's how you get a pivot point. However, if you break above that, it does suggest to me, like I said yesterday, we very well could be trying to push back up towards that 50.5 or 51 cent area to ultimately get the ultimate rejection, or to prove that we can push back up and we do have a little bit of strength in the area. Now, it does make me a little uneasy, and I'll be honest, that we do have the escrow dump tomorrow, the 1 billion. So that that's going to be something interesting. But it happens every single month, and it never seemingly ends up being what everybody expects. Jeffrey, haven't heard a good Michigan in a while. Hopefully today you heard a better one. Trading with J-Ride, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. Yes, hit that like button, please. Don't let down Trading with J-Ride. You know, hit that like button. Let's get the content out. I believe this community has a beautiful, beautiful soul within the people. The community has a beautiful heartbeat. And if I'm being honest with the audience, only 1 in every 9.4 people actually hit the like button. I know. If only 3 in every 9.4 people hit that like button, imagine how far we could push this through YouTube. So I'm not asking for a lot. I'm really not. Yes, Ghost was definitely doing her thing. But as we see in the 4-hourly XRP nice engulfing candle here, looks perfect. This is a nice W reversal here as well. Tanya, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. I mean, it's possible that now that Europe is done with USDT, a lot of different exchanges like Uphold and many others are starting to get rid of USDT, and they're going to put RLUSD in its place. So, I mean, conspirators can go wild here. Like I've said from the beginning, once they announce the RLUSD stablecoin, that's going to bring a massive amount of liquidity to the XRP ledger. That means XRP is going to find volatility, and it should be to the upside. The more liquidity that comes in, the more flow, the better off for us it is. So here's a point of contention here. So first we'll get into Bitcoin, and then if you stick around, I promise, I don't know how many people are watching, 76. 53 already hit that like button. Please hit that like button. It looks like a better ratio than it ends up being, because during the live, we always have more people that hit the like button by the end than that are here at the end. But once it goes out into the universe, you know, and it gets released for everybody who's not in the live, that's when it starts to go back to reality. So, with Bitcoin, we'll look at that first. Then we're going to look at the XRP Bitcoin pairing, because I am super excited. So Bitcoin's up 3.02%, or up 1,837 points to 62,824. And I could argue that I missed a major opportunity here. I could have did a copy trade here, but as I was talking to everybody, I was looking for it from a different perspective if it were to break down. So I always look for a big flush before I try to have an incredible bounce, but this was a missed opportunity, 100% by me, because it did hold this uptrend. And then once it bounced here and broke 61,280 or 61,200 area, we know the technical move up was 63,789. And we know that because our technical analysis was sound. It was either, if it would have broke down, we would have broke down into that area. But on a hold, and if we just clone this, it makes it very easy for us to see what we're doing. But we knew on a break up, we knew exactly where we were going. So this was one of the, you know, once you figure out a direction, they become easier trades. They become easier trades. But at the same time, I'm looking for something else, so I don't jump into things. If anybody sees my copy trade, it says I'm conservative trader. I'm conservative when it comes to this venture, because I'm looking for weird opportunities. Now, it could be because my mind's a little off, because I'm looking at the XRP Bitcoin pairing so closely, and I'm just trying to be transparent. So I believe I missed a trade here, because I seen the setup, and we knew if it broke up and set it down, we knew we were looking at. So even if I would have opened it at 61,200, I could have wrote about 1.8 to 2% of this so far. But that's why I always say pay attention and make an educated call here once it happens. Once it decides one way or the other, ball game. So if it would have broke down, we would have known we were heading towards 58K. The fact it broke up, we're heading towards 63,789. So this is something we can be comfortable with. We've already measured off the fact we could be an inverse head and shoulders, which we are. It's not that we could be. It is right now unless invalidated. We back tested the pennant flag consolidation. Use the old resistance as support. This is the pennant flag right here. For anybody who doesn't know, it creates a flag, and it's a pennant flag. Boom, boom, boom. And these are bullish consolidations, and then they break up. And on a hold, they move up to that first technical, and then ultimately the prime target. So This could end up surging massively. But right now, 63,789 is where we should be looking, especially if it continues moving in this direction. So it'd be about another 1,000 points, that major resistance area. And that's a major resistance area because it was the technical target out of this consolidation. Short-term consolidation, not pennant flag, but we need to confirm the breakout now in the back test. How do you futures trade the X? You can't futures trade the XRP Bitcoin pairing. You cannot, no. Unfortunately, you cannot futures trade it. At least not on the exchange I'm on. It could go much higher than that. It could go much higher than where I said. It's just if we get past there, then it's ball game on. If we go past 63,789, then yeah, you could come up to 65. Definitely 65, but I would say probably 66,000. But it's going to end up targeting up here. Probably 68,880. If it can get over 67,789 is a good guess. If it gets on top of here, you've got a clear shot to 77,900 plus. So we definitely need to close the monthly strong, but we are. Bitcoin is closing the monthly in a good fashion, but as far as the XRP Bitcoin pairing, and I know that's what a lot of you are talking about, we do need to close it strong in the monthly. And everybody, if you're wondering why I'm excited about this opportunity, because I've been in it, I had a large amount in it when it was at about, I bought it anywhere between the 666 or 658 sat level and up to about 720. It was 720 down to 6. So my average was somewhere around 690 sat level, if we're being honest. Everybody knows who was watching before. And now the next opportunity was if we could hold this back test here. Right now, we are on it. We're oversold in the 2 hourly. 3 hourly, we're going to be massive. We're going to be pushing pretty oversold here once these candles close. In 4 minutes, the hourly is going to be I don't even want to say astronomically, but it's going to be massively oversold. However, we have to be careful, and this is why I decided to sell it at the first top. It ended up making a second one. But why I decided to sell this, to see if it would hold the consolidation. I wanted to be comfortable knowing that it could bounce off of here, and we weren't just going to come all the way back down here, because then it's another opportunity, or even worse. But right now, we are oversold in many of these areas. We are back testing this in a very profound way. And the other thing is, if we actually look at the XRP Bitcoin pairing in a realistic way in the short term, inverse head or left shoulder, inverse head, inverse right shoulder, could be in the making right now. We already came down enough. This could just be the back test to break us out now. So, and I would not, yeah, 67,000 is a great area for Bitcoin. I think that's actually a good area. No, there are no dumb questions, 777 DW Brown. Only if you don't ask. The only question dumb is the one left unasked. And yeah, the heart, that's not the actual like. It's actually a good question. The heart, I'm not exactly sure what it does on YouTube, but I don't think it actually does the like. You actually have to do that outside of the live. So where you click on the video, you have to hit the like button. Now, I think that's a great question, because how are we supposed to know? It seems like it would be. You'd think if you're hitting the heart, it would. But unfortunately, YouTube has other ideas. So, I was looking at a backtest area to rebuy. Now it's at that backtest area. Now, what can happen if it doesn't hold this area? Let's just say we ride down here and it fails 758, let's say. You could be looking at about a 4% retracement down to 727. That's the honest to God truth. So yeah, if you do buy the pairing, you have to buy it through Bitcoin. So it's on the back test right now. It's on the back test right now. And it's at the 758 sat level. I moved in a little more money into HOTCOIN from my other exchange because I wanted to buy into this. And I've been looking at this exact area for so long. And now it's a matter of, do you pull the trigger? 3 hourly, that's a major engulfing candle to the downside. 4 hourly, major engulfing candle. However, we are in the back test area, so we are looking for some look at the 30 minutes massively oversold. 45 same deal, hourly same deal. 2 hourly, same deal. 3 hourly's into oversold. 4 hourly's going to catch up. Daily's the one that's interesting because the daily's coming back up, and what most people would be like, oh, well, Tom, look how the rest is oversold, and the daily's nowhere near, because I have it inverted, right? Nowhere near oversold. My argument would be you're only looking for around the 50% mark to prove that it's still bullish. So this can be very misleading at how far it looks away from the rest. It's actually closer than where I marked it. We're actually right here almost. We're almost to that back test, which that's what you'd be looking at, a bounce there. Now everything's starting to line up. And what I would look at, like what I'm seeing in my head, so it came down around, I could see it, that's why I marked here, I could see it coming to about somewhere in there again. Somewhere around 750 on an overzealous backdrop. And that's what you'd look at for a bullish scenario. So as far as the RSI is concerned, that's what you'd be looking at. And I'm very excited that we're back at this moment. And in the weekly time frame, we are oversold in a pretty big way. The monthly is coming down to the monthly candle close in about 1 hour. So, and right now, XRP Bitcoin was interesting for weeks now. One day it will happen. I mean, it's already happened in a sense. I don't know if that's a pessimistic comment or if you're being serious. I get so many people that rattle on me, I can't tell these days. But no, there's been several different consolidated fronts with this. We were able to manage, what was it, 20-something% pretty quickly. Watch it consolidate back down. Managed to grab another, I think it was 10 to 7 or 17%, something like that. And now watch it consolidate. And yeah, eventually it's going to happen. But it's a pain in the ass when it's doing it. But that's why you have to have your due diligence. You have to watch for the moments. Is this a moment where we can come down here? And if it's me, I think the money buy here would be around 748, an overzealous backdrop. Oh, massive profits if you. Oh, free toast. You know, I'm as honest as I can be because sometimes I can't tell, so I don't really comment until I can find out more information from the commenter. So no, if you zoom out, there is massive. And this is why it's in the area of opportunity for me again, because I think it's ready. We're getting to a point where it's massively ready, and the actual crescendo of this move, if we were to break up, let's just say we broke from here and we actually got on top of this 1360, the move would bring you, and I like to bring it down a little bit just to give us time. Let's say it takes us till October. That move could bring you all the way up to the 4,991 sat level. Now, in no means am I saying this is going to happen, because nobody knows. But let's just say we did. Let's just say we had a moment. It actually goes bullish here. From 761, you know, that's a 555% move. If that happened with what I'm going to put on here, Mo, that's a great question, and this was something that I wish there was more people here yesterday. It was one of the worst lives, and as far as people viewing, because a lot of people didn't like my title, I'm assuming, but it was talking about how the market was. See, this is where I get in trouble, because when a lot of people are looking at it one way, I see something different, and then I talked about it. And I said, XRP holders, we have hope. 8.7% rally sets up for XRP. Bitcoin inverse head and shoulders could surge price. XDC update. And that's what I talked about yesterday. It ended up getting up to 861 views now. But it was a struggle, especially during the live. But we surged. Did we not surge with Bitcoin? We're surging today. And that doesn't mean it's going to go to infinity. But I was just trying to get everybody out ahead of what looked like was transpiring. And XRP, if it did play out in the 8.6% fashion, all that is, and all we're talking about, is a push up here to that 50.5 cent mark, or 50.7 cents. That's it. It's nothing spectacular, but it's something that could happen. Now, we could get stomped here, and that's what we tried to talk about and acknowledge hardcore yesterday. We have to make sure that this rally isn't cut by any upside here at 48.1 cents. If it is, It's no, it's not good. So if you buy into the XRP Bitcoin pairing, it can be confusing. The best thing I can tell you, friend, is that if you buy into the XRP Bitcoin pairing, the only reason you're doing that, so right now, I would buy Bitcoin and I would flip it into the XRP Bitcoin pairing with Bitcoin at 63,000, XRP at 47.6, putting it at the 757 sat level. Let's say XRP goes up 55% from here and Bitcoin goes up 3,000%. There's no way in hell you're selling back into the XRP Bitcoin pairing. So in that scenario, you would sell into XRP and take the 55% profit. Now, if XRP outperformed Bitcoin by that massive margin, and it was up like 300% against Bitcoin, and the XRP price is only up a couple 100% or 100%, then you would sell your XRP Bitcoin pairing into Bitcoin because you're getting a better ratio when you turn it into cash. That's the only reason. Or you would sell XRP if it's in your favor to get more ratio into cash. Or some people just bounce from XRP Bitcoin ratio back into Bitcoin, back into the pair, back when it's more advantageous, and they keep flipping it when it becomes more in your favor so you can get more and more and more. So 756, the 756 sat level, remember what I talked about. We need to make sure that that's not an M-topping reversal that happens here. But what I'm looking for is that tap down because we're oversold, and I thought it could get down close to 748. Remember we talked about the 756. So now you're splitting hairs. See, this is where it becomes the do or die scenario. We're oversold in the 2-hourly. That candle closed. Now we can see we're oversold in the 3-hourly. I have XRP and Bitcoin. I have XRP and Bitcoin. Yes, it's different. The XRP Bitcoin pairing is one entity. You're not XRP and Bitcoin holding both separate is completely different. You have to put your Bitcoin into the XRP Bitcoin pairing. So if you're looking to buy into the XRP Bitcoin pairing, so basically if I buy in right here, I had been riding it up. I sold out at the 790 sat level roughly. So coming back down to here, let's just say it's 758. It's 4.09%. So it came down 4.09%. And it could be as much. That's not a huge differential from right here. So this is the question. This is the question. If you're looking at, and I want to know an honest answer from the audience, and this isn't your money, so don't worry about it. You know, or it could be yours if you're looking to trade it. So I'm asking an honest opinion. When you're looking at this, does this look like the back test? If you're looking at an opportunity, if you're waiting for a back test here, would you, and let me get rid of this short-term nonsense because it's already played out, would you be interested, or would you say, oh, well, it looks like it double topped here. I understand that we have a golden cross here and we're retesting the 200-day because it shows my balances of XRP and Bitcoin already in the pairing. Well, I mean, it shows you because you have both sides, but you can flip it either way. So it'll show you a value, but you can't just take XRP and flip it into Bitcoin unless it's in the XRP Bitcoin pairing. I don't know. I don't know how you can. I don't know how you can flip it if you have XRP and Bitcoin. If it, I mean, obviously it lets you sell it out into Bitcoin. But I guess if you sold Bitcoin out into XRP, you could do it via Bitcoin and XRP into. I guess by virtue, you could sell it in or out of it, depending on which holding you hold. But it won't appreciate with the XRP Bitcoin pairing. I thought it just meant you could use either to buy or sell. I don't know what you mean. It just, I honestly don't know what you mean. I just, the way I trade it with the XRP Bitcoin pairing is exactly how I just explained it. If some people know other nuances and you do it a different way, I mean, but that's not my understanding of why you would trade the XRP Bitcoin pairing. The whole reason I'm trading the XRP Bitcoin pairing is to get the appreciation of the XRP Bitcoin pairing, not of XRP and or Bitcoin. But yeah, you are half right, XRP connoisseur, like Jeffrey said, because you can use, well, yeah, technically you are half right, because depending on what side of the equation. No buys or sells showing on fiat leak now. Interesting. Interesting. Yes, you're right, Jeffrey. The buying part is where he's got the confusion. But, so that's what I am debating right now. I'm debating on whether or not this is a double top or if this is a successful backtest in the making. This is the only thing I am debating in my head right now. And with everything I'm looking at, the daily time frame is getting back into a favorable area. I could just see, man, it's so interesting because it really could have an overzealous dump down here if it doesn't want to hold this. It could. You could have an overzealous dump down. Obviously, we have to make sure that this is in the exact right spot because somehow I always seem to do this. So yeah, just like that. And it could round this head back down. Bitcoin could continue taking off. XRP could drop like a rock because of the escrow dump. That's why I'm asking, and that's why it makes it, to me, makes it interesting. So we've got a lot of people asking questions. So here, I'm just going to do you a demonstration. So if you're trading the XRP Bitcoin pairing, ready? So basically, you have your money ready to buy. And you're like, well, how the hell do I put it into the XRP Bitcoin pairing? Well, honestly, I'm going to just put this on a market buy. I'm going to put it on market just because for purposes of time. And I'm going to put in, I want to buy $150, right? $150 is what I want to put into the XRP Bitcoin pairing. No. See, someone said keep it simple, just buy Bitcoin. That actually, to me, that's keeping it simple. It limits your options. Why not take the extra step to where you can own XRP the exact amount you would have owned if you bought XRP, but give yourself an option if it appreciates in the other way. I know, Shady, I know you said buy XRP, man, and keep it simple. I understand. That's what I understood. So $150. It comes out to, let's see. No, I don't want to buy that amount in Bitcoin. Fine. I'll do it a limit. So total $150. We'll do this. $150. 69,000. Perfect. Bitcoin's under that. So we buy Bitcoin. So now you go here. You see, we've got Bitcoin. We go to our spot now. We've got Bitcoin. And obviously it's down a little bit from where I bought it because of where I said. But anyhow, 148. So we're going to take this. We're going to trade. We're going to go into the XRP Bitcoin pairing. So I just go up here, XRP. We go to the XRP Bitcoin pairing. And now I am simply going to end up buying with the Bitcoin. See how it says available Bitcoin 0.002399169? My XRP automatically show. It should. Your XRP should show sellable to the Bitcoin pairing. You own XRP. That's what gets flipped back into Bitcoin. You can flip it. You can always push XRP into the Bitcoin pairing if it has it on the exchange. You always get taxed when you trade crypto and you have profits. It's no different than if you're trading crypto. If you're trading crypto, you're always getting taxed. So now you buy this, and I'm using the whole thing. I want to buy the entire thing, and that equals 314 XRP. That's what it's going to equal on this purchase. It's going to end up equivalent to that many XRP. So right now, we're at point, let's see, 760 buy XRP. Okay? Now we go back to our spot. And now I've got XRP. And that's the total in XRP. That's it. I mean, see now, I mean, how much more value you're getting when you flip it in taxes? What do you mean? How do I know? You're going to pay the same taxes whether you flip it through X. So here's the deal. That question, I can simply answer it with this, my friend. How much are you really getting if you put it in taxes? This is the best way I can put it, Shady. Okay, so you make $1,000 if you just sell it into XRP, right? You still got to pay the crypto tax. Or you could have made, let's just say in this scenario, it's worth $1,300 profit if you flip it back into Bitcoin and then put it into cash. You're still going to pay the same crypto tax on the profit. You might as well have a little bit more profit. Yeah, your tax is going to be a little bit higher because you made more money. That's how it works. But it's not going to be any different. You're still paying the tax. The way I always explain it to people, forget your individual buy and sell. Look at the totality of your plus minus. If you're a trader and you're a profitable trader, you understand you're not looking at every individual trade. You're looking at the overall. You paying hella fees, not about the tax. Holy moly. You guys can look at it however you want. You're not a trader. It ends up as XRP, so that doesn't even make any sense. You're not holding Bitcoin. You're holding XRP at the end of it. You're just giving yourself the option. That's it. I'm not going to waste any more time on this. I can see what's happening here now. I try to give my time, but then, I try to say something, and then the comments come in, and where it's not even validating what I've just said. You're just asking the same question. No, I understand, Shady, that you're learning. I understand that you're learning. Well, Shady, take it easy. I don't think you've ever seen it when I was in a mode where I actually needed to take it easy. This is just me. But anyhow, I'm getting back into this. I'm getting back into the charts. That's the best I can do to try to help. Yeah. So that's how it works. So obviously it's not for everybody. If you don't want to buy into the XRP Bitcoin pairing, I'm not going to hate on you. You can buy into XRP. I own XRP. I'm just showing you a way to where you can take advantage of how the XRP Bitcoin pairing is undervalued. That's all. That is all. But Bitcoin right now, to end the monthly candle close, it's doing pretty good here. It's doing pretty good to end the close. The candle close here up 3.12%. So I do like seeing that out of Bitcoin, at least pushing up like that. Would you go all XRP / Bitcoin or half and half? I don't care about Bitcoin. I'm putting all my stuff into the XRP part of it. The pair and spot are absolutely both undervalued. And I think the XRP Bitcoin pairing speaks to the fact that XRP is massively undervalued in relation to Bitcoin. I don't put anything towards Bitcoin. The only time I ever purchase Bitcoin is to put it into the XRP Bitcoin pairing is all I mean. Yep, if you want a little more appreciation, then watch the pair. That's a good way to put it. Can you do XRP Solana? Now that's something I think would bring value. In what sense? I mean, you can pair it up to many different. I don't know if oh, well, I mean, I guess I could see what you mean by that. I'm not sure though if I don't think they have it on here with Solana. I'm sure somewhere out there in the abyss there is the XRP Solana pairing. No, it's not on here that I know of. No. Only the XRP Bitcoin pairing. You got XRP USD, USDT, the pairing. You can do the margin trading and the leverage trading, that kind of stuff. Solana is going to outperform Bitcoin. I don't know. I mean, that's one's opinion for sure. Solana, there's rumors of an ETF, but there's also rumors of a Dogecoin ETF. Now it's getting a little out of hand, right? Now you're getting ETFs with everything. It kind of colludes or kind of clouts a little bit what we're looking forward to with XRP when everybody's now talking about getting an ETF. At least that's what Raul Pell says, and I trust that. I don't even know who that is. Honestly, I'm sorry. I don't know who a lot of people are, so that doesn't, that shouldn't surprise you that I don't know who that is. So, XRP, I'm looking at this, can we break this resistance area? Because we've got two ways of looking at this. Obviously, we need to get back over 48.1 cents in a very diligent manner. And we need to, do that in a timely fashion. Otherwise, even though we're trying to push out of this back test, it's going to be it's going to be a moot point. Because if we can't break 48.1 cents, that's going to be an issue. And that's going to cap any upside if that happens. If we do get that rejection. And then because of the escrow dump tonight, that could absolutely be a nice correlation here of what could be coming down the pipeline here. I don't want to say it's going to come down tomorrow, but it's definitely something that could. They're not understanding that conversion gives you more Bitcoin, more because the XRP. Yes, exactly, Chance. That's what's being missed. You're right, Chance. That is what is absolutely being missed. Because the pairing is down, your conversion rate is higher. And the easiest way to explain it is, if you buy it through the pairing, and it goes up to 2.3, you're getting 2.3% less XRP when you convert it. Right now, you're getting 2.3% more XRP than you would have normally with the start of the day. Thought the SOL ETF wasn't a rumor. Aren't they all rumors? Aren't they all rumors until, right now, even Ethereum, it seems to be everything's in place, but it's still a rumor until every last paper gets filed. It seems like everything's in place. Many things get submitted. I'm just saying, until you see it, until you're able to trade it as an ETF fund, it's only a rumor. It becomes just like the real world assets. There's the rumor that they're coming to the ledger. The RLUSD stablecoin, there's a rumor that it's going to be uploaded by the end of Q3, or it's going to be in operation. It's only a rumor until it becomes reality. It doesn't mean that it's not in process. It doesn't mean that that doesn't have the signed documents in place. But until it actually happens, it's only a rumor. But that doesn't mean that it's not true. Some rumors are fake, and some rumors are actually become to be more than just smoke. And in this case, the paperwork was filed. So, assuming everything goes through, it's one thing filing it. It's another thing to gain the approval and then list it onto an exchange, or onto the ETF. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Where do we close tonight for a rally? Well, it's a bitch tonight because even though the monthly candle closes, it's sloppy. The best way I can put it is it's sloppy because of the escrow dump. Whenever you put that much more into it, it's sloppy. Shady, I don't own Jasmine at this current time. I have in the past, not at this current time. I had a little bit because of some in the audience from last year before it had a massive rally. Not as much as I wish I would have, but enough to make me just shy of a few $1,000s, let's just say. But I wish I would have put more stock into it. I'll acknowledge that. That's for sure. But yeah, I mean, for it to close here, number one, we don't want to see it close under 477 on the USDT chart. So let me go into the USD chart in a sec. But that 477, so if we get a close over 47.8, because I don't want to have a monthly candle where we close on a successful lower low. You do a lower low, and that means the bottom's not in. If we go lower low here, it means technically we might not have bottomed yet. Or we might not have bottomed in this candle, and we have to do it again in the next candle and come back down to the uptrend. It doesn't mean the bottom's not in down here at 409, but it does mean that maybe, just maybe, if we can't even show a sign of strength to be above 478, could show a problem here. That could be a tiny problem. So I'm looking for 478. If you're asking my honest opinion, I would like to see it not have a lower low from last month. If we close on a lower low, yes, we made a lower low within this monthly candle than last month, but if we can close above 478, we'll close higher than last month's low. So at least we'll close within, above the low of last month. We don't want to create a new low for this candle close. That's just my personal opinion. So it's dicey. It's dicey because of that damn escrow dump. If it wasn't for the escrow dump, we'd actually be sitting in a favorable spot. But I think there's a reason why we continue to sit on the bottom side of this resistance area. I can't help but think that there's a reason why this continues to be shady right here in this area. And it's also why I kind of think that we might even get a better deal when it comes to the XRP Bitcoin pairing. It might have to come down just a tiny bit more to satisfy what's going to happen with the XRP Bitcoin pairing, or with the escrow dump. Right now, I'm not satisfied with this daily candle. I'm not mad. I'm not mad because of where it's pushing up as of late. Earlier, it was looking treacherous. It was down here. It was looking bad. Now it's back up to 477. You could get a nice engulfing close here in the daily, and I wouldn't be so mad about the daily. It's pushed back up. It's trying to reverse, and it's looking good in that regard. The weekly time frame leaves a little bit to be desired, and mainly because I did not want a candle close under that 481. That's the only reason why it would leave some to be desired. That's one of the major reasons. So that leaves a lot to be desired for me. So I would like to see it back over 481. I just personally am not seeing the testicular fortitude in the next 36 minutes. I would love to say I do see it, but I'm not sure I even see it to get over where I'm saying at 478. July 2nd goes live to be traded. Yeah, I mean, we're fastly approaching here. We are fastly approaching. July's going to be an interesting month. July's going to be an interesting month. It's going to be a very interesting month. Somebody talked about ADA. I can look at ADA. And if you guys do appreciate my work, consider joining Tom's Army. I would love to see new members in Tom's Army. Not only starting with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens, but also... you could work your way to the 3-year emoji badge, the XRP Diamond Hand badge, that I believe 3 people have besides me and Julie now. Yeah, Jason, they absolutely have it on the HOTCOIN. That's why I've been advising a lot of people to look in the video description below and our pinned comments. Look at HOTCOIN. Top links for USA, the bottom ones for overseas. You don't need a VPN worldwide. I haven't even done KYC. So yeah, HOTCOIN is definitely the place to buy that. If you don't like that, you can look in the video description below. And if you're just looking to trade XRP and you don't appreciate that exchange, you can look at BITUNIX. And you can leverage and spot trade on all the exchanges that I list. There's a reason why. Yeah, XRP Bitcoin is on MEXC, but as everybody knows in the USA, your IP address is not welcome on MEXC anymore. Even if you were signed up before they stopped signing up USA residents, you've seen what happened now that we passed June 26th, unfortunately. So that's unfortunate, so HOTCOIN is where I sent my stuff, and that was the reason I had to sell Bitcoin, or XRP Bitcoin pairing. I didn't have to sell it, but that was the reason why I got it off of MEXC, was because of that, because of what they did. So that's why I went to HOTCOIN, unfortunately. MEXC is not available for me anymore. So, and you don't want to get caught with your pants down, unfortunately. Yeah, Reef, I've heard of Reef, and I actually watched Reef long ago. I haven't looked at it in quite some time. So I'm sure the price looks a lot different than it did before, but ADA down at 39.3 cents. Just proves how much of a stable coin XRP's been as of late. To see that this came all the way back down, even when it pushed 70 cents in this calendar year. We were pushing over 80 cents. I was close to 90. Yeah, 80 cents. ADA, though, I mean, there was an opportunity a few days ago, but right now, I mean, a lot of these aren't just treacherous. The daily leaves a lot to be desired. The daily definitely leaves an opportunity here. If we're looking at, maybe this is a W reversal here. This very well could be a reversal part of the pattern here. But if 36.4 breaks, that's invalidated. And right now, it's struggling a little bit. I'm so overdue from joining the army, etc., but I've been here. I understand, my friend, and eventually, I will win you over, I promise. I will win you over eventually. But I'm about to get to the end of my night because I'm going to go hang out with Julie, though. It's Sunday. So I see Julie is over here. So I'm going to call it a day here, I think. I think we did our due diligence here on a Sunday. I hope I got my point across. Pay attention to the XRP Bitcoin pairing in a big way. In a big way. And I think that 3% move caught a lot of people off surprise, or caught people by surprise with Bitcoin. But if you've been paying attention day after day, you shouldn't be surprised. Whenever we look at the XRP Bitcoin pairing as well, and we see that there could be a back test, that means likely Bitcoin's price is going to go up in relation to XRP. Or if we have a drop, Bitcoin's dropping less harshly than XRP. Either way, it lines up a better opportunity on the pairing. So, I don't always come on Sunday because I'm busy, you know, with the family and stuff, but I had an opportunity here. My opportunity has run out. I did the best I could to get to an hour. H-bar, if you have not paid attention to H-bar, and Tanya, you know what I'm going to say. This is another opportunity on this consolidation that's been building. We've had it better than since that fake announcement with BlackRock, as I told everybody that that was going to be the worst thing that could happen because they over-exaggerated it through the communities. We've come down from all of that nonsense. You know, we're down better than 58% right now. 57%. So, someone's going to get very, very fortunate when it comes to H-bar. And it very well might be showing us a reversal candle here. Watch this go into the daily close. And if somehow we can close near 7.7, and I know it's probably not going to get way up there, but it's at 7.66. I mean, it's close. Look, never mind. I said it's not going to get up there because earlier when I started, it wasn't even this close. This is a very bullish close to this candle. And if you're taking a futures trade, and if you're copy trading with me, I don't think we can take this trade because I don't think H-bar is copy tradable on HOTCOIN. Fuck. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think this one is copy tradable. Whoops. I don't want to be a lead trader. I am a lead trader. Nope. It's not available. You can buy it on spot, but it is not a futures trade. Damn it. That's one that I would probably pay very close attention to. Can use XRP and HOTCOIN for the pairing. Don't have to buy Bitcoin. I mean, if you want to go from XRP to... You could. I mean, there's two different ways to trade it, but yeah, you can do it that way. That is one way to trade the pairing. So have a blessed night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you've all had a blessed evening and you got something out of this. I greatly appreciate each